Oh my God. Like insane.
What's 122 plus 60?
I love it. I'm obsessed.
Where did that even go? I could get teary. On a betrayal? Do I know about that? Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can tell, we are doing another challenge and I'm going to be doing a dice picks the number of pages I read every day for a week. I have seen this video a few times filmed by a few other creators. I don't know who started it, so I don't know who to credit. Every time I've seen it, I've just thought they look so much fun for the creator to film, so I thought I'd try it myself because I used to read so much. I used to sit down and read for anywhere between 1 to 3 hours most evenings, and I just feel like lately my attention span has been so bad I haven't been able to read for more than an hour. I've been thinking to myself, I want to start building myself up to reading like 100 to 150 pages most days, but this would be a really great chance to be able to help me get there. Today is currently Thursday. I guess we'll film this until next Thursday. I might stop it on Wednesday though. I had work today, I've got work tomorrow, and then I've kind of got a week off because of a shift swap I'm doing, so I should have some time to get some reading in. I have had work today, I'm rather tired. I don't know if it's the smartest idea to be starting this now. But instead of a dice, because I don't currently own one, I'm going to be using a wheel generator. There is 6 options, like there is 6 sides of a dice, and I'm going to tell you each one of them. So the first one is Siri picks the number of pages I read between 1 and 80. The second one is 30 pages, which is how much I can read in half an hour, just about. The third is 60 pages, which is how much I can read in an hour. I thought that would be really nice to have a 30-minute one and an hour-long one. The next is 100 pages. The next is 150. And the last option is 10, because I just thought that would be funny. I can read the number of pages that I'm meant to or more, but if I read less than the number of pages I'm meant to, then I fail for the day. I'm really excited, I don't know why, but we're gonna pick our first number of the day. So it's Thursday today, it's currently 10 to 5. I'll probably do some reading this evening. Enough waiting, we're both gonna watch it together. Where's my mouse? But then saying that, I think I can just... Oh my God, I'm scared. $60 pages. Okay. That is a very good start. I'm really happy with that. So the book I'm reading is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I bought this on sale in Tesco the other day. It's just insane. I can't believe this is on sale, but I've really wanted to read this for a long time. I started this, so it's Thursday today. I started this Tuesday evening, read the prologue, and then yesterday I read about 100 pages and I'm now 122 pages in, around about 500 pages, so I should be able to get this finished in this video and start another book. But I'm super into fantasy at the moment and I'm really enjoying the writing style of this. It's just not what I was expecting in terms of the plot, and the plot has gone a bit flat already, so I'm really hoping it will change and it will pick up again. I only need to read, what's 122 plus 60? 182. So I only need to read to page 182 to complete today's pick challenge goal. Okay, the time is currently 5 o'clock and I am gonna read for a little bit now. I would just like to show you one of my Christmas presents, and it is one that I absolutely love, and that is my reading chair. This, oh my God, is so comfortable. I don't actually know where it's from, but there's like no base to it. It's just like a hammocky like camping chair on the base, so there's not actually a hard base, so your bum doesn't go numb, and it's so easy to just tuck your legs up in. Oh my God, I love it. And then I've just got my side table here with my headphones and my book and my Kindle, but it's so warm in this room that I have to keep this door open, otherwise I get really sleepy. But I'm going to read for, I think, about half an hour now, and then maybe do like half an hour after dinner. And then if I'm feeling up to it, read some more when I get into bed. It's now the next day and I completed yesterday's challenge of 60 pages, just about, like by the skin of my teeth, because I sat down like I said I would to read in my reading chair, and I read for about 30 minutes and made about 30 pages progress. I didn't end up reading after dinner because I was so tired and I knew that it would just make me want to go to sleep, so I was like, I'll save it until I go to bed. But those 30 pages were such a struggle to get through. So I had to get to page 282. I got to page 285 just to get to the end of the chapter. So technically went over. What can I say? It is Friday and I've just done my second early in a row, which is not usually my routine. So I'm rather tired. I'm not an early person by any means, so I'm sort of hoping that it will be on the lower end of pages today. Okay, so we're gonna spin the wheel. I'm very scared. I don't know what it's gonna do. Okay. But you know what? I'll take it. And like I've said before, so long as I hit the goal, it's fine. If I read above that number, that's also fine. I am on page 285. So that means I need to get to page 315. Correct? Yes. So 30 pages, a nice easy 30 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to chill for a little bit now and clean, and then we'll probably read after dinner. Okay, I'm now sat in bed. I am going to lay down, and you know what? If I end up sleeping, I end up sleeping. I have the physical book with me here, and this is currently where we're at. This challenge, like I said, the entirety of this challenge is meant to be to encourage me to read more and faster, because I would look at a 500-page book like this and I'd be like, oh, that's so long. And I love reading. Like, I'm making it sound like I hate reading. I love reading, but sometimes I look at a book and I'm like, oh my God, that's going to take me ages. Whereas when I'm actively putting time to it, it also just makes me want to read it more because I'm in the story more often. But I am probably going to read on Kindle. I just thought I would update where I am in the physical book. So just to show you my thought process, obviously I'm on page 186, really. I got to page 285, but I have to read to page 216. That is 30 pages. And I just kind of see, I mean, we've just started that chapter, so I might do. But then I have to do the challenge, so I have to read to here at least. But I generally just see how far to the end of a chapter it is. Not far at all, and then just read to there. So I'll probably just read to page 218. Because I am that type of person that just cannot read until the middle of a chapter, or just stop in the middle of a chapter. I can't do it. I have to read until the end of it. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just getting major cozy romance vibes from our two main characters, and their romance just feels so comforting and healthy and natural, and doesn't feel, you know, super influenced by any external sources, and I'm just kind of loving that at the moment. Obviously, I don't want to spoil anything, so I will let you know how it goes, but I'm curious to see what the kind of second half of this book is like, and whether, you know, we're going to go to war, or something's going to pick up, or there's going to be a massive plot twist, because this doesn't strike me as that kind of book, and at the moment, it does very much feel slice of life, so I'm curious to see where it's going to go. Okay, it is now the next day, so it's Saturday, and I read my 30 pages. I read to the end of the chapter, so I'm now on page 218, and I'm about halfway, and I'm just really enjoying it. I think we're in that kind of lull in the middle. Not lull, but that kind of stillness in the middle. I mean, I think her 5 months is up, and she has done her test now. This is not a spoiler, by the way. And it's a lot more brutal than I thought it was going to be. And he was obviously trying to like advocate for her and be like, what the frick was that? But she was like, no, you know, I'll do anything to get this. So just be quiet about it. I will do it. So that was a bit strange. I would have loved to see him pop off at them, to be quite honest. But we're going to choose our page count for today. I've got my little coffee with me. I know the lid's off, so don't worry. Only thing is, I thought I would get to today, so Saturday, and think, okay, you know, if it gives me 100 pages, I'm more than happy to do that, because I'm very much in the mood. I thought I'd be very much in the mood to read, because I've only been reading little bits here and there throughout the week, but I'm not. I just kind of want to chill today and watch YouTube. Obviously, my boyfriend is home from work now and I want to spend time with him. We were going to watch a film and it's like, I don't know when I'm going to get this reading in, but I'm going to give it a good go. So, today's wheel spin. I do this every time. Okay, we're going to spin. I'm scared. I might just not look until it's done it. I'm scared. You're seeing before me. 10 pages. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I'll take it. I only have to read to page 228. This much. That's in the middle of a chapter. It will probably be page 232. I swear to you, I'm gonna read more because obviously this is my first day off. So I'm not sure about the course of this weekend, how much I'm gonna read. Definitely Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm probably gonna wanna read if I'm not reading a lot over the next couple days. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is crappy lighting, but I've been sat reading this for like 15-20 minutes and I'm on page 236 and I'm not gonna lie, this book just feels so easy to just sit down and read for a long period of time. Like, I just love the writing so much. I don't know how to explain it. It just, my eyes are just going across the page and I just don't want to stop. The writing is just that immersive and that easy to read. But oh my god, I'm loving this. I could picture myself fully sitting and reading this for like 2 hours straight. It's so good. Like, not even to do with the plot or the characters or anything, which I love anyway. But the writing itself is just so easy to read. I love it. I'm obsessed. Goodness me. It's currently Monday, and I will admit that I didn't spin the wheel yesterday. I'm very sorry. Me and my boyfriend went to Bath yesterday. It was really nice. I was like, I'm not sure if I should spin the wheel on that day because I don't know if I'm going to get any reading done. But fun fact, I can't read in the car. I was travel sick when I was a kid, but now I just kind of get nauseous in the car sometimes, depending on certain factors. For some reason, I got my Kindle out and I started reading and I was fine. Like, it was weird. So I read in the car on the way back from Bath, read when I got back. So I wrote down the progress we made. On Saturday, we were on page 218. And then I believe I updated you when I got to page 236 because I completed the goal. From there, I read like another 20-ish pages and got to page 254. So I read a total of 36 pages on Saturday. On Sunday, so yesterday, I was starting on page 254 and read to page 326. So that's 72 pages. And then later on, after I'd read in the car and read in the afternoon, I went to bed and read some more and read to page 340. I now have 256 pages left, which is absolutely insane. But before we spin the dice, I just need to take a hot second to talk about what on earth is happening in this book. Again, there's a massive part of me that wants to give spoilers because what the frick, but I'm not going to give spoilers, so don't worry. This is what we're currently looking at most of the way through, but I've already decided that I definitely want book 2, maybe even book 3, depending on how book 2 goes, but this is so good. I did not expect that. So obviously I told you in the beginning, we started with her, you know, buying her freedom, running away to this different land essentially, where she was gonna follow this like man who was like, you know, you can be part of the orders here, and it was just so adventurous in the beginning. And then she was just in the house with her mentor as an apprentice, and it was just like, oh, like, where's the fantasy element gone? Why are we now just in a house? So it's kind of a lull for a while there, but I think it's because we're building our relationship, we're building that romantic connection between our two main characters. their romance is just so incredibly beautiful. It doesn't need spice, it doesn't need smart, it doesn't even need a kiss. Like, the tension and the way they feel towards each other without anything physical is just so beautiful. And I feel like it can be quite hard for a book to do that, but this captures that so well. Then obviously we get to the point where this weapon is involved. You know, things happen, we find out what this weapon did to Max and why he can't talk about it. And I read that bit in the car, and I genuinely just turned off my Kindle and I just sat and I said to my boyfriend, I went, that was so intense, I just need to take a second. And I was just kind of staring outside of the window like I was in a music video, just like it was borderline traumatizing. I was shell-shocked, and I genuinely had to take a break for a good few hours when we got back from Bath, because I was like, oh my goodness, it was just insane. But now it's picking up in the fantasy element again, and there's lots of angst, there's, you know, wars and whatever else, there's like different bits going on. I'm very much anticipating the last 250 pages and where we're going to go, because you could ask me and I genuinely would not have the slightest clue. The writing as well is just absolutely incredible. Like I said before, like, I could sit, like, even if there was no plot, even if there was nothing good about it, the characters were crap, the actual writing itself is so good that I could just sit and read about nothing for hours. She could be talking about paint drying and I could just read it. I fear this is on the road to a 5-star, and I genuinely did not expect that, because like I said, I wasn't really feeling it very much. But oh my goodness, we're gonna spin the wheel again. It's currently 12 o'clock on Monday, so I honestly wanted to get that book finished in this video and then start another one. I had a YA fantasy in mind. However, I fear I'm just going to have to start book 2, because book 2 is on Kindle Unlimited. But I had a doctor's appointment this morning. On the way home I grabbed a coffee, and later on I've got another appointment. Don't know what I'm going to do till then. I've been meaning to finish this paint by number I've been doing. I don't know if I've showed you in this video already, but this is the one we're working with. It's so stinking cute. I have folded it in the middle so that while I'm painting it's just with ease, but I've literally got such a small part of it left. So I'm thinking I might sit and finish that now and watch a bit of YouTube. I'm obsessed with Emmy Rossum at the moment. Her videos are just so nice to watch. She has such a calming aura and talks so calmly that I just want her on in the background all the time. And she reads kind of similar books to what I read, I think. So it's nice to see her reviews on things. Later on, when I get back from my appointment, I will crack in some reading time then, depending on what the wheel says. We've got it pulled up here. Oh, I wonder if I can angle it so you can see it better. I don't know. Right, we're gonna spin the wheel. I don't even know what number that I would prefer to get. I can't see it because the button's on my phone. I wasn't sure if that was going to be 100 or 150. Oh my god. I can do 100 pages. I mean, yesterday, how many did I say I did? I didn't even rack up a total of how many I did yesterday. I read 86 pages yesterday. If I'm on page 340, that means we need to get to 440, which is the end of a chapter. That's so satisfying. I don't think that's happened in this video yet, but like, that's crazy. I'll have such a small amount left. I think I'll just sit down, put my headphones on and just immerse myself and see how far we get. Hello everyone, it is now Tuesday and I did not complete yesterday's challenge of 100 pages. I was really tired. I was not having a good day yesterday. Today is just going to be a chill day for me, but I got to chapter, I think 59, page 376, so I read about 50 pages. Anyway, we're going to spin the wheel again. It's weird. I don't want to pick it up. Like, I don't want to sit down and pick it up because it's just so intense at the moment. Like, it's jarring and it's rather graphic, rather gory. But when I sit down, especially when I go to bed and I pick it up and I'm like, I'm just going to read like 10 or so pages, I end up wanting to sit there for hours and just read it. So I think I'm just gonna have to force myself at some point today to just sit down and pick it up. But we're gonna spin the wheel again today, of course, and we'll see what number we're gonna get today. Okay, I'm scared. I'm always scared. Shall I spin it again? I feel like 10 pages is not enough, but we did 100 yesterday. Do you know the funny thing is I think I'm getting more read on the days where I have a low number than I am on the days where I have a high number. The wheel has spoken. 10 pages it is. Okay, so I have decided that I'm gonna go lay in bed and read because, as you can see, it's so much brighter in here than it is in the back room. So I'm gonna see how I go because it's getting towards the end of this book now, and I'm guessing it's gonna be quite, not even quite intense, even more intense than it's been this whole like second half of the book. And then if I feel like I need to take a break, because I almost want to sit down and just read the rest of it. I've only got like 200 pages left, so I want to sit down and read the rest of it. But if I feel like I need to have a break, then I'll go in the back room and do some painting. Okay, we have just stopped to take a quick break because my boyfriend came home for lunch. We ended up having lunch together and I managed to get to chapter 63, which is 398 pages in. So I'm pretty much 400 pages in. I've got 196 pages left. That's insane because I hear the number 1, the number 100, and I'm like, I can do that today. The time is currently 2:30. I could definitely finish this today. I feel like I am reading at a really fast pace as well because it's just so immersive. I'm thinking of making another coffee, going and sitting in my reading chair because it's just a vibe. That and putting my headphones on because I need brown noise. Oh goodness, I am scared. Okay, the time is currently 20 to 5 and I'm now 464 pages in and this is so good. It's insane. I literally have like exactly 100 pages left now, not that it looks it. My mum is now here and now we're both sat reading. She's reading Alchemy of Secrets. They've seen it before, which I gave 6 stars. It was so good, like so good. What do you think of it so far?
I'm teetering on they're finding the heart, alchemy heart.
That's it, alchemical heart.
That's it.
But like everything's kind of blown up now and I'm really worried why we have 100 pages left and not like 20 after what's just happened, so we shall see. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a dumbass and I didn't realise that it's 496 pages long, isn't it? So there's me sitting here and telling you, oh, I've got 200 pages left, or I've got this many pages left. I was reading it and I was like, oh my god, this is insane. How are we possibly meant to have 100 pages left? Turn the page, epilogue. And I was like, what? And I realised I'd miscounted it. I literally didn't even realise, but I finished it. Have I immediately downloaded the second one? Yes, I have. And I'm tempted to order the physical copy off of Amazon because if I order it now, I can get it next day. I need to talk about my review in more detail, but I fear I'm going to have to do that tomorrow or at least a bit later on. My brain feels like mush. So much happened in that last 100 pages in the best way. Hello everyone, it is late. Well, it's not that late. It's
11 o'clock and I am 8% into Children of Fallen Gods. Oh, I'm 9% in. I've read like the first 50 pages and I'm not going to lie to you, I have just ordered a physical copy because of Prime. Thank goodness for Prime. It's coming tomorrow. I am a bit scared because I've ordered books from Amazon before and they've come a bit beat up, so this is just making me want to read more fantasy. I definitely need to be more harsh with my DNFs because if I'm not enjoying a book, I simply need to DNF it. Like, there is no need to force myself through it because that's what's slowing me down, whereas books like this where I don't want to put them down. See, it's 11 now. I almost want to do some painting or just do something else, but at the same time I don't want to put this down. It's really hard. So I think maybe I'll read a couple more chapters and then call it a night. But I mean, I'm on chapter 7 now. Don't know who this person is of the new POV. This is where I shall be, reading way more than the 10 pages I said I would.
Hello everyone, it is now Wednesday. I read the last 150 pages of Daughter of No Worlds yesterday. I could not put it down, especially when you get to the end of a fantasy book. It's just so enrapturing, you have to read it. And I picked up the second book, fully intending, because I've done this before as well, where I pick up the second book right after, read a chapter or two, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to chill, this is getting a bit much. But no, I am now 16% in. Chapter 12, page 98. I'm 100 pages in. Like, what? Where did that even go? How did that even happen? Because that means that I read a total of just about 250 pages yesterday. We're gonna spin the wheel today. Have the wheel right here with me. We're gonna see what we get. I'm scared. I feel like I say that every time. Are you serious? I need to read to page 248. Honestly, I could see myself picking that up today and having a great time with it, but it's currently midday. I've had a rather slow morning, obviously. It's my last day off until I'm back to work. I don't think we're going to jump into reading just yet. Mum's coming over a bit later at 3, so I think for now I'm going to sit and chill and do some painting because, again, don't know if I showed you, but I finished this one with the little butterfly on his nose, so cute. And I have another one that is more of a landscapey one, which are my favourite ones. I think I'm going to start that now and just chill, watch YouTube, have a coffee, and then maybe a bit later on before my mum comes or after she's come and gone, I'll do some reading because I could always do some this evening. Like, I look at 150 pages with these books and I'm like, I don't think that's going to take me that long. Like, generally it will take me a little over 2 hours, but I just get so like immersed, like I'm just in the story. It's so unbelievably good. I've just made myself a cinnamon coffee. I was just sat here when I got a knock on the door. She is chunky. Are you kidding? Oh my god, I'm so glad I got the physical copy. Oh my god. Oh my god. You mean to tell me that I was supposed to get the Kindle version only and not have this on my bookshelf? I could get teary. Oh my god, we're gonna read the blurb together. I'm not giving you a choice. Okay. Tisana bargained away her own freedom to save those she left behind in slavery. Now, bound by her blood pact, she must fight the Order's war, and Max is determined to protect her at all costs. There's a man on scaffolding right next to my window. What do I do? Do I carry on? Okay. But when a betrayal tears apart the land of Ara, Max and Tisana... When a betrayal? Do I know about that? Max and Tisana are pushed into an even bloodier conflict. Tisana must gamble with the powers of Reshe, a formidable weapon, in the hopes of claiming an impossible victory. And Max, forced into leadership, must confront everything he hoped to forget, his past and his own mysterious magic. All the while, darker forces loom, far darker even than the Order's secrets. As Tisana and Max become ensnared in a web of magic, of ancient magic, one question remains. What are they willing to sacrifice for victory, for power, and for love? my god. And it's a trilogy. So the third book comes out in May. Am I alright? The third book comes out in March, which if I finish this, I'm probably going to pre-order. God, what am I going to do? If I finish this in like a week, I then have to wait 2 months for book 3. That's something I hate, is that it's happened with The Rose Bargain. I literally cannot stop thinking about The Thorn Queen. Like, why do we have to wait so long for the next book? Wait, let me see the back. Oh my god, it's front back. She is so gorgeous. Oh, they've moved. I fear this book's gonna make me cry. I'm in my luteal phase. I am overwhelmed. I drank a glass of water earlier and felt nauseous. Like, what? How does that even happen? I'm so scared and excited for this book. And we've got... Never mind, they're back. They've changed out their apparatus that they're using. Oh my god, why is there so many people here? Hello everyone, it is now Thursday. I did not complete the 150 pages yesterday, which I'm really disappointed about because I did quite well. I was listening to the audiobook of this and I read or listened from page 188 to page 262. So I read 74 pages, obviously switched back to this one, but I picked it up to read it and my brain just felt like it wasn't taking it in, and I was so upset because obviously book 1 was absolutely incredible. I have to want to read this. I went out for a little bit in the evening and then I come back and I gave it another go, but I did it in bed as I was going to sleep. I only managed a chapter, which was 12 pages, and fell asleep at 86 pages in, which is very frustrating. It's almost 100, but obviously not 150. But today is the last day of the challenge and I am going to miss this. Okay. I'm scared. I had to wait a sec there to see if it was going to do 150 again. Oh my goodness. When I say I'm going to go read in bed, I mean I'm probably going to read like 2 chapters and then nap. But I can always read more this evening. Let's go see if we can contribute to this 100 pages. Okay, ladies and gents, you'll have to excuse how I look. I'm very tired, but it's currently 9 PM and I've hit target. I am now 200 pages in. Doesn't look like an awful lot, but I'm very confused at the moment, to be perfectly honest. We're just kind of following this war, the different people in this war, and we're obviously introduced to a new POV in here. And I'm very confused. I don't even know who this person is, and I'm not sure if I'm meant to know. But it's one of those things where it's like I just need to keep reading, I think, to obviously find out who the frick this person is and what is going to happen with this war. It is still very good. I'm not getting 5-star potential from it at the moment, but then I was a little underwhelmed with the first half of the first book, so the second half might pick up. But this does conclude this video. I loaded all of the footage into the editing app earlier and I, without this clip, have an hour and a half to edit. You might be getting an ultra long vlog with this, or it may end up being 30 minutes. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out because I genuinely can't remember what I filmed. So that's pretty cool. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment down below if you'd like to see more reading vlogs. Obviously, they take a lot more effort in terms of filming them and editing them than just a sit-down video. So please let me know what you prefer. I do quite enjoy filming reading vlogs. So I'm going to go chill now. I'm going to shower and then probably go to bed. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Bye.